Greetings and welcome back to 𝕙𝕙𝕙𝕙 studio, here in Leitrim's Iron Mountains. If you're new here, my name is Harriet, and today's video is a collaboration with a fellow artist and YouTuber, Yana Vallie, over at her channel by the same name. Yana is a Bulgarian artist who is based in the UK. She creates stunning realistic watercolours and imaginative art journal spreads. Her channel inspires her viewers to find their creative confidence through playful art journaling. I adore Yana's channel, and I have been watching her videos for some time now, and she has definitely been an inspiration to me, encouraging me to think about art journaling as a place to learn more about ourselves and our emotions, mirrored back to us through our own expression, a visual record of our inspirations and the unique aesthetics they spawn, nurture and refine, as a place of learning to enjoy the process of creativity without being overly fixed on the end results. With this, I wanted to create a journal for Yana, and I was so excited when she agreed to do this collaboration with me. So the format this collaboration is taking, we are going to exchange some journal pages and add to each other's creations. In this video, I will be creating something to post out to Yana, and in my next video, it will be me visually responding to what Yana has sent me. So this is a 4-part series, 2 videos from me and also 2 videos from Yana. So please do check out Yana's beautiful channel for her part 1 video as well. I wanted to begin by making a cover for the journal pages. So starting out, I'm using some chipboard. This chipboard is just some of the cardboard from the back of some sketch pads that I had used up. I cut them a little bit bigger than an A5 sheet, which is the size of this book, an A4 sheet folded in half. I'm going to cover these boards in this beautiful fabric that a dear friend of mine has given me for the project. She makes beautiful clown dolls under the artist name 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. It was such a joy to choose a few pieces for this project from her amazing fabric collection, so I'm dearly appreciative of that. I'm using carpet tape, which is a double-sided tape. It's very sticky and much stronger than regular double-sided tape. This means that once the fabric is stuck down, it's not going to move anywhere. It's nice and wide as well, and it's quite cheap to buy in quantity. Using tape instead of glue is a good choice for light fabrics, as this means the fabric will keep its soft texture without any glue seeping into it and drying hard. I put the tape on one side to start with, and then I cut out a piece of fabric very loosely to the side of the cardboard, allowing a good overlap. I'm just tacking it down onto the back there with washi tape. So this will be the front and back of the cover of the journal. Next, I am putting more of the double-sided tape on the back and folding the fabric so each side was flat. I also wanted to make a spine for the book, so I used a small piece of card which is cut to the same height as these 2 pieces. I'm using this beautiful black fabric with coppery metallic stars on it. Again, I'm using the carpet tape to stick the spine fabric to the card and to the inner edges of the outside of the back and front cover. I have measured and cut a piece of watercolour paper to fit the inside cover. I scored this with a craft knife just to get nice clean folds around the spine, covering the fabric with more double-sided tape to stick this into place. I also put some strips of washi tape just inside the spine to make it unsticky, because I wanted the book to have a little bit more movement and not put too much stress on the inner cover paper. Now I'm using some trim to cover up the raw cut edge of the spine fabric. I used this double-sided tape roll just to hold it in place. This is a beautiful purple lace trim and a black wavy rickrack trim. And here I'm using a revolving punch plier to punch some holes into the spine, which I intend to thread some ribbon through to hold the pages. I glued white eyelets around the holes. My intention is that you can loosen the ribbon on the outside of the spine and add and remove the pages as you wish. I arranged it to have 2 cords of ribbon going through the middle of the book so that folded paper could be tucked underneath and tied tightly so it won't fall out. I'm really pleased how this turned out. It looks really pretty so far and the fabric is so beautiful. Here I'm just trying out how it works with some printer paper. When putting in the paper, I realised perhaps I should have loosened the ribbons to save creasing the paper tucked underneath the tight ribbon. Next, I decided to decorate the inner cover paper in black and white stripes, which I masked off with washi tape and painted in black watercolour. I really love stripes and a dramatic black and white graphic aesthetic. I decided I wanted to have some collage materials to play with when making this book. So I pulled out my cutting machine and explored the built-in design software. There were a few mandalas on there, some frame shapes and various silhouetted motifs are pre-programmed into this machine. This machine is a Brother Cut and Scan C900. I haven't done much with this machine. I mainly use it for cutting out printed sticker sheets. It's a lot of fun to play with and I'm still learning a lot about it. I found some very pretty lace templates on it and some other frames. So I arranged them and put as many as I could fit onto one sheet of card and cut them out. On the black card, I put a pretty mandala, a black silhouette of a butterfly, and a cool little arched window silhouette. And now that I have lots of pieces to play around with and construct this book, I made a little pocket at the front of the book with another little piece of fabric. It's gold, black and a blue-grey. I think this fabric looks very pretty and I think it helped me define a colour scheme for the rest of the book. Inside the book, I created some interesting sheets of paper with watercolours. I also used a gold spray paint by Montana in parts and gold watercolours by Kuretake on the more wash-like kind of pages. And I arranged them together as best I could. So here is Yana's book, and I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of how it looks now I'm ready to send it. So here it is, the front, the spine and the back cover. And on the ribbon on the spine, I added some little charms, some black glass beads and this little silvery moon. On the first page of the book is the little pocket that I have made, and I added some silver scissors to it, and I stuck the gold mandala into the front of the book as well and just let it be like a little mini page on its own there. Here is a piece of watercolour paper which I've added a ribbon to with a little hole punch, and it's made a bow out of the same fabric as the pocket. This slides into the frame and can be pulled out to do some painting on. And I have put the black silhouette of the butterfly on the next page, and I added an oval frame opposite that page. I created another little pocket and I sprayed one side of this black card gold, so I cut out it as a cloud shape and added some black lace along the bottom of it. On this page I added a gold wash. And here's my silhouette window with the frame. This is just collaged together from pieces I cut out with my machine. It has a purple wash in the background. I added a little fabric gold trim with little gold beads on it. I just had this in my fabric trimmings. It goes with the kind of gold and purple and black theme that's going on in the book. I added some cutout shapes to a wash that I did, and I included a piece of brown craft paper just tucked in there. And then I made a pull-out 3-page spread which has a very watery blue kind of wash effect on one side and a stenciled gold spray painted design on the back of it. So I think the book overall has a consistent colour scheme to it, which I quite like. I decided to include some of my own art in the book in the way of some of my mermaid stickers that I have been making recently, and I'm going to pop them into this little golden cloud. Here is my jester mermaid and my octopus mermaid. My rose quartz mermaid is the next one, and then my seaweed mermaid. I don't necessarily mean that Yana needs to use these mermaids on any of the pages in the book. They're more like a little gift. In the inside pocket, I wanted to include some little collage pieces of ephemera for Yana to use or not use as she wishes. The first piece of ephemera I added was this old dictionary page which I spray painted a butterfly design over just lightly in a soft grey blue that I felt fitted the other blues in this book. The next thing is a little piece of card with a little offcut of one of the watery washes I had made, and I punched a lace edge on it. Next is a small piece of gold leaf in a plastic pocket. I then included some pieces of textured card that has this lovely crinkled design on it. These pieces of card I sprayed gold. The next piece of ephemera is a little tag that I made from an offcut of a watercolour wash that I had done, and I added one of the mandalas from the fabric that I used on the cover and a piece of ivory rickrack as the little ribbon tie off the tag. A blue oval shape that was cut out on the machine. 2 little heart doilies, one of which I have spray painted gold. Some butterfly stickers. A piece of blue card that has a partial spray of gold on. A small piece of silvery mesh. Two little paper lace borders, and a couple of filigree frames that I cut out with my cutting machine. This little envelope, which I also cut out on to watercolour paper, I included some of the little hearts that came out of one of the mandalas towards the back of the book and just popped them into this envelope. along with a little silver flat moon charm, which I made a little tag for with a Toronto sticker, and it says "Hello Yana" on the back. So I just put that in the envelope too, just to put something in there. And last, I put a little piece of lilac lace, which I just wrapped around another piece of watercolour paper, and I put a little pin to hold it in place. After watching many of Yana's journaling videos, the inspiration had really built up in me, and making this book for Yana has been so much fun. I love how this book came out. I'm so excited to see what Yana does with it. We're coming to the end of my video now, and I do hope you enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Do have a wonderful and inspiring week, and I'll see you all again soon for another video. Bye bye!